I'm sous chef Danny. Just going to do a quick little demo on chiffonading basil. Chiffonade is when you take an herb and slice it very, very thin into ribbons. The key is to use a ceramic knife. If you use a metal knife on basil or mint, it will turn black after you cut it. So we're going to use a ceramic knife. Take nice big leaves, line them up. We're going to roll it into a little pinwheel. And kind of back up on the cutting board here and cut it as thin as you feel comfortable into little ribbons. We're going to use this to garnish our spaghetti and meatballs. So you get a nice fresh burst of fresh basil. And what will happen is this will stay nice and bright green all day long. Even till tomorrow it'll still look pretty good, but we try to do it as fresh as we can every day. You're left with that. If you want to keep your herbs green, use a ceramic knife. You can get it at most grocery stores now, or try some of the kitchen supply stores. You'll be glad you did. Thanks.
Chef Jim Fina from Cucina Cucina in Issaquah. And we are going to make some fresh tortellini pasta today. Here at Cucina we make our own pasta. Mostly flour, some semolina and egg. We make fresh ravioli and tortellini daily. Different styles, different types. We're going to take you through a little making of tortellini. And I have some pasta already made up here. We'll just go through a few. And we serve ours either egg, spinach, any way we want at this point. What you want to do is get a little dough that you've made. You can see the recipe, or send us it and we'll send it off to you. About this much. I'm going to flatten it out. These are so it can fit in the machine. And we'll just do a standard roll, and then we'll cut out our squares, and I'll show you how to roll up the tortellini themselves. Now we're always going to start on the largest setting, just to get it down. And again, we have to make sure it's nice and flat so it actually fits through. If you don't have one of these machines, you can always use the hand crank ones. You don't have to have an electric machine. You can roll it out with a rolling pin. And what we do is we'll take these different degrees of thickness and always start on the large thickness first, and then work your way down. Continue to feed it through. You want to keep just enough flour on there, not too much to where it'll be all cakey. Take it down again. Get to know your dough, get to know the feel of it, how it should look and feel. You want to feed through the center here. And as you feed, it'll get longer and start to spread out. We like to bring our dough down to the thinnest, close to the thinnest setting anyway, as possible. So you don't get that real doughy effect on in your raviolis and your tortellini. So I got a couple more runs through here, and as you can see, it's going to be about the width here, and that's what we're looking for. You got a nice thin sheet. Now this one goes from 10 to 0, and that was 2 on the setting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it into more manageable pieces at this point, and then put it down to the lowest setting here, which is 1 in this case. Feed it back through. Make sure you're guiding it through, right through there. You got a nice thin piece. Now what we're going to do is run it through again on the same thickness. Fold it over and get our shape correct. And we'll try to shoot for a nice long rectangular shape. Now at this point, we'll do this one later. You want to make sure you have enough flour on the board, just so you don't stick to the board when you're making your cuts in the pasta. Just like that, we have a nice, pretty square piece here. What we want to do is we want to cut out little squares for our tortellini, and then we'll fill them, and then we will twist them up. So what we're going to do is use half the width here, just a little bit large. Cut out some squares. Okay, and what we have here is some butternut squash filling. It's roasted butternut squash, nutmeg, salt, pepper, extra virgin, and roasted in the oven, mixed with ricotta. Okay, so now that we have our squares, what you might do is put them all on. Go ahead and put all your filling on here, and then cut out. Well, we have these cut out already. I'll show you how. Put your dollop in the middle, however much you're going to put in there. So, just want a little egg, whole egg. Mix it up with a fork. You don't want straight egg. You want to put a little bit of water in it so you don't get that eggy taste associated with the pasta along with it. What you want to do is do half brushed with the egg, and then we'll turn it over like this. Just like that. What I've found is you want to pick up each tortellini, and then we'll pull one side in like this, and the other side so you get a little hat or a bow, that kind of thing. Also, a restaurant trick that we found is to cut off one of the overlaps. That way you don't get as much pasta overlap together and get that doughy taste. So just rub a little egg